Hi, everyone. Here are two pictures. Here is one picture on the left, and here is the other picture on the right. So there are two pictures here. And what are these pictures of? What are these pictures of? Well, these are pictures of trains. These are pictures of trains. And are these trains real trains or are they toy trains? Are they real trains or toy trains? Well, these are toy trains. They are not real trains. They are toy trains. They are not big like this real train is big. They are small like this toy train is small. So they are toy trains. They are small toy trains. And are these pictures the same? Are they the same? Well, not exactly. They are not exactly the same. They are very similar. They are almost the same. For example, this toy train is blue and yellow, and this toy train is also blue and yellow. This toy train has an engine and one car, and this toy train also has an engine and one car. This toy train has an apple in the wagon, and this toy train also has an apple in the wagon. So these pictures are very similar, but they are not exactly the same. They are not 100% the same. They are similar, but there are some differences between this picture and this picture. How many differences are there between this picture and this picture? Well, there are 5 differences. There are 5 things that are different. Can you spot all 5 differences? Can you look and find all the differences between this picture on the left and this picture on the right? Let's look together and find the differences. Let's look together and find all 5 of the differences between these pictures. So, what is different? What is different between this picture and this picture? Aha, here is one of the differences. In the picture on the left, on this engine or locomotive, we can see 2 wheels. 1 wheel, 2 wheels. There's one big wheel and one small wheel. So on this engine, we can see 2 wheels. But in the picture on the right, on this engine, we can see 3 wheels. There is one big wheel and 2 small wheels. So we can see 3 wheels on this engine. We can see one big wheel and we can see 2 small wheels on this engine. So on this engine, we can see 2 wheels, but on this engine, we can see 3 wheels. So there's one difference between this picture and this picture. So that's one difference. What's another difference? Can you find another difference? Let's look for another difference. Where is another difference? Aha, here is another difference between this picture and this picture. In this picture on the left, there is steam coming up out of this smokestack or chimney on this engine. So this is a steam engine or steam locomotive. And so there is a puff of steam coming up out of the smokestack of this engine. So in this picture, we can see a puff of steam or a little cloud of steam coming up out of this smokestack of the engine here. But in this picture on the right, there is no cloud of steam. There is no cloud of steam coming up out of the smokestack on this engine. So in this picture on the left, we can see a cloud of steam. We can see a puff of steam or a little cloud of steam coming up out of the smokestack. But in this picture on the right, there is no cloud of steam coming up. There is no puff of steam coming up from the smokestack on this engine. So that's another difference between this picture on the left and this picture on the right. Let's look for another difference. Aha, here is another difference between this picture and this picture. In this picture on the left, the headlight on the front of the engine is red, but in this picture on the right, the headlight on the front of the engine is yellow, or it's maybe yellow and a little bit orange. So the headlights on these engines in these two pictures are different colors. In the picture on the left, the headlight is red, but in the picture on the right, the headlight is yellow and a little bit orange. So it's kind of an orangish yellow. So the headlights on these engines are different colors. So that's another difference. And can you find another difference? What's another difference between this picture and this picture? Aha, here is another difference. Here's another difference between this picture and this picture. In this picture on the left, on the wagon, there is a wheel. We can see a wheel here, and this wheel is red, but in the picture on the right, the wheel is orangish yellow. It's kind of orange yellow. So the wheel on the right is orange yellow, but the wheel on the left is red. The wheel on the wagon of the picture on the left is red. So the wheels on the wagons in these pictures are different colors. So that's another difference between this picture and this picture. Can you find one more difference? Where is one more difference between this picture and this picture? Aha! Here is one more difference between this picture and this picture. In this railroad car, or wagon, there is an apple. The apple in this railroad car or wagon is green and yellow, but in this railroad car or wagon, the apple is a different color. The apple is red and orange. So these apples' skins are different colors. These apples have different colored skins. This apple has a green leaf, and this apple has a green leaf. So the leaves of these apples are the same color. The stem on this apple is brown, and the stem on this apple is the same color. It's also brown, but the apples are different colors. This apple has skin that's yellow and green, and this apple has skin that's orange and red. So the apples in these wagons have different colored skin. They are different colors. These apples are different colors. So those are 5 differences. We found 5 differences between this picture on the left and this picture on the right. So what were the 5 differences? Well, the first difference we found was that in this picture on the left, on the steam locomotive or steam engine, we can see 2 wheels. We can see only 2 wheels, one big wheel and one small wheel. But in the picture on the right, on the steam engine or steam locomotive, we can see 3 wheels. We can see one big wheel and we can see 2 small wheels. And the second difference we saw was that in the picture on the left, we can see a puff of steam coming up out of the chimney of the steam engine or steam locomotive, but in the picture on the right, there is no puff of steam coming up from the smokestack. The third difference we found was that in the picture on the left, the headlight on the front of the steam engine is red, but in the picture on the right, the headlight on the front of the steam engine is yellow or orangish yellow. It's a little bit orange, so it's kind of orangish yellow. So the headlights are different colors. So that's the third difference. And then the fourth difference we found between this picture and this picture is that on the wagons or the rail cars of the trains, in the picture on the left, the wheel we can see on the wagon is red, but in the picture on the right, the wheel we can see on the wagon or rail car is orangish yellow. So it's a little bit orange. It's orangish yellow, we could say. So the wheels on the wagons are different colors. And then the fifth difference that we found between this picture on the left and this picture on the right is that the apples are different colors. So the apple in this wagon, in the picture on the left, is kind of green and kind of yellow, so we could say it's greenish yellow, but the apple in the wagon in the picture on the right is a different color. It's kind of reddish orange. It's kind of red and kind of orange. So the apples in these two pictures are different colors. So those are the 5 differences. So these pictures are similar. They are almost the same, but they are not exactly the same. They are the same except for those 5 differences. So we found 5 differences between this picture on the left and this picture on the right.